Welcome back. Today we're going to be joined by Evan the Usurper, and hopefully he will be helping us in the long run. Let's get into it. After killing Faith, we now need to take out the last of the JoJo siblings, Jacob Josie, or just Jajo from now on. Me and Evan quickly headed into Jajo's region, and Evan was officially the Forever Pilot, and to show character development, I changed into my American tank top. We figured the best place to start would be the Fang Center, or the home of Cheeseburger. So we landed, and Evan took to the skies, and the two of us made quick work of the outpost. So quickly, in fact, that there won't even be a montage.
Riveting.
I met with Cheeseburger's handlers, and they told me all about Cheeseburger.
Now, we had a bear here named Cheeseburger. Bit of a local celebrity, actually. Had a soft spot for Chad's barbecue. But he got the diabetes, so we put him on a liquid salmon diet.
So with that information, me and Evan headed out. We quickly stumbled upon a prepper stash, and I just so happened to know that it had a new plane on the inside, so we tried and failed and tried and failed to get inside the hangar. After getting inside, we got the plane, got the cash, and made our way to the river to do a little bit of fishing.
We're doing all this to catch some salmon? Oh, wow, that guy's head is gone.
Evan was the one to catch salmon, so we took the fish and hopped in the plane, Evan flying of course, and went to go save Cheeseburger.
Okay, I pull up, hop out at the after. Okay, I pull up. Okay, I pull up, hop out at the after party. You and all your friends here, they love to get naughty.
And after landing the way that I wanted to, I met with a big boy Cheeseburger who was more than happy to see us.
That'd be about my reaction. Disclaimer. Do not try this in real life.
Some more cultists showed up to try to get us, but the three of us made very quick work of them, and the first member of the area was acquired. Because Herc was close to our location, we decided to cut through the woods, where Evan claimed to see skinwalkers, and somehow missed the Chosen prowling around right next to us in the woods.
Sure. It's still alive! Oh, no, it's just... What the fuck?
He told us how big of a fuck-up his son was, and he wanted us to help his fuck-up son get his truck back.
Real cold outside. Never mind them wood ticks crawling all in my junk, threatening me with Lyme disease and whatnot. So come on, man. Help me get my daddy's truck back. Let's make dust before the old man starts.
Turned out that Herc Jr. wanted to join the cult, however, backed out as soon as they told him no partying, drinking, or fornicating.
Turns out that means fucking.
And after some more Herc dialogue, Evan did not like Herc. However, I was more neutral with him, as I felt he had some quips that were funny enough.
There's so much
Yeah.
man, I won't come back later and do it buck naked.
Don't laugh at him. Don't encourage him.
After killing off the cultists, we were able to get the truck back. And with little help from Hurt, not that he was offering any help, we hopped in the truck and mounted the LMG and took off back to Big Daddy Herc.
Fucking get fuck off.
I would say that we got Herc, but canonically Evan took him behind the shed and put him down. At this point, we had gotten the attention of Jajo and were hunted. After getting hit by a knockout dark, or whatever the fuck, I woke in a room with Jajo telling me,
"We have forgotten what it is to be strong. You know, our heroes used to be gods. And now our heroes are godless, weak, feeble, diseased. We let the weak dictate to the powerful, and then we are shocked to find ourselves adrift."
After a little bit more talking, we started the time trial, the quintessential essence of the Jajo encounters. Unlike the other two groups, there's not a lot of mysticism or talking. No, Jajo just wants to see us suffer and see how strong we are.
Yeah, so like the meme is, hear the villain's main points, agree with him, quit early, say you finished it. Yeah, because I agree with him.
Mess. We check those chairs. Stewing in their own filth for days. Walker, get some windows open.
Yes, sir.
Someone shut that music off.
Christ, it's Sully. When did they get him? Why are we even bothering with this? They're all dead.
Check them anyways.
Why am I all stuck on corpse duty? Holy shit! Oh,
What?
fuck.
Live one. Walker, go to the truck.
Yes, sir. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry.
Give me a hand, kid.
Eli, is this...
Yep.
What the fuck is the deputy doing here?
Jacob took a shine to him, same as us. You're gonna be okay, hero. Whitetail's got you now.
A group of people came in to check the bodies and to see if we were still alive. We were then introduced to the Whitetails, who take us back to the Wolves' Den. The Whitetails are a Montana militia, because of fucking course a game about Montana is gonna have a fucking militia. They're led by Eli, Tammy, and Weedy. They save us and recruit us so that we will help them out with the cult problem in their neck of the woods. We agree and take some missions. We left and headed out to free some of the militiamen from the cult, who were relatively close to the Wolves' Den. So, using some of my hard-earned money, I bought a helicopter, and we headed out. Evan going through the back while I hit them in the front. We reached the location, and I drew all the cultists out, and Evan went on the inside and freed everybody behind me. We were then informed that the cult had captured more people and taken them to Devil's Drop. We quickly headed to the drop and scaled the mountain in order to get the drop on the Devils. And flawlessly and intentionally took out all the cultists and freed the captives. We then ran around a bit, and Evan killed the both of us, as won't be the first time. Don't listen to what he says, he's killed us, not me. Tammy then tells us about a helicopter convoy that's being used to jam communications. As we found them, we blew them up. After that, we then dropped into an outpost and cleared it extremely quickly, where we then met with Jess. One of the last members of the Creature Crew. That's a retcon. It's always been called the Creature Crew. All the members in this game are part of the Creature Crew. So we decided to help her out, and Jess probably has one of the saddest stories of the entire crew. She was captured by the cult and forced to watch as one of the VIPs of the cult, called the Cook, tortured her parents and killed them by setting them on fire, and then forced children to eat their own parents. Yeah. We freed a bunch of people during our hunt, and I fell through the world. After hunting down the Cook, we were able to take him out pretty quickly, and the last member of the crew, Jess, has been acquired, and we now have the full roster. After that, we quickly re-upped on ammo and headed back into the fray. Weedy asked us to collect some stashes that the militia had laid out a long time ago. He didn't like the idea of some of the cultists taking the stashes, so we headed to the Outlook station that had the location of many of the stashes, and headed to find them. The first one was flanked by the cult. No problem, took him out pretty quickly. After a little tomfoolery, we got to the second stash. We were a little late to the party as the cult had already gotten the last stash and was headed off with it. So we chased him down.
Punch it! What? What's the problem? You didn't respawn me with ammunition, you fuck!
And finally got it. We returned to the den and turned in our quests and picked up new ones. After that, we quickly re-upped on everything and headed back out. Tammy told us that the cult was using radio towers to disrupt transmissions and to communicate, so we attacked the towers. However, after destroying the second one, we were hunted once more. And how they were able to hit us from the air, let alone capture us, is beyond me. But we were captured once again. This time, we meet with Jojo.
I know you are in pain. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh, huh? You're not the only one to be tested. Did you know that I had a wife? So beautiful, isn't she? We were pregnant with our first child. And we were just babies ourselves, really. And I was terrified. I'm becoming a father, mostly about money. She wasn't worried. She had faith that things were going to work out. She always had faith. And one day she was going to go visit a friend. There was an accident. The Lord take it. They rushed me to a hospital and put me in a room with this little pink bundle stuffed with tubes. And they said that I had to be strong because my little girl was going to live. God was looking out for our daughter. And they left me alone in the room with her. I just stared at my daughter. So helpless, so innocent. When all she had in the world was me. When nobody from nowhere was fuck. And in that moment, I knew that God was testing me. He was laying out a path before me, and all I had to do was choose. So I put my hand on my little girl's head, and I leaned in and I could smell her. And we prayed together. Prayed for wisdom. Prayed for strength. And I knew. I heard God's plan for me. I took my fingers and I put them on that little plastic tube that was stapled to her angelic face, and I pinched it shut. And after a little while, her legs began to kick and kick. And then nothing. Stillness. Release. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh. Pain, sacrifice, these are all part of his test. And we have to prove that we can serve God, no matter what he asks.
Also, Pratt's here, but I think he's been turned into a femboy by some sissy hypnosis, and Jajo pulls out a music box, and we're sent back into the time trials. After waking up in a pool of my own blood, or somebody's blood, and after a little bit of tomfoolery, we hop back into the helicopter and blow up the rest of the towers. After blasting the towers, the last little bit of communications equipment that the Colt had was loaded into a convoy truck and was going to be constantly moving in order to avoid attack. While I was in the helicopter, Evan set up an ambush on the ground. Needless to say, one rocket salvo later and the radio equipment was gone.
You wasted no time letting them know we're here.
After that, we had the location of the programming sites, one of the sites that we were sent to, and where they would be using a lot of Sissy Hypnosis mind control in order to change the minds of everybody.
Okay, I pull up, hop out at the after party. You and all your friends say they love to get naughty. Sipping on that hit, I know you love that Bacardi. 1942, I take you back in the raw. Okay, I pull up, hop out at the after party.
And the only cure for the Sissy Hypnosis music is heavy metal music. And after beating off the Colt, that came off wrong, and after fighting off the Colt, we were summoned and captured once again. The Horde realization hit me. We too were under the Sissy Hypnosis. However, Pratt pulls us out. He still has a little bit of his sanity left, though he is very obviously mentally shattered.
You aren't strong enough.
He plans to help us escape before we are fully under the hypnosis of Jajo. However, before he can get us out, the alarm is raised and the Sissy song plays once more.
Sorry.
In order to save us from that fate, he tosses us off the building, knocking us out cold. We come to outside the compound, where I loaded Evan into the back of the truck and then drove it into a river. Unsurprisingly, Evan drowned. We then cleared an outpost
Get it away from me!
and went into the Crash Nixon course that was nearby. And Evan, let's just say this is where a little bit of a strain was put on our relationship, as Evan proceeded to crash a shit ton, knocking either me off the course or blowing up himself. Here's a montage.
It wasn't my fault. You hit me. Yes. It wasn't me. That happened way ahead of me. Who's going to blame me for anything that happens to you? Yeah.
In bird culture, this is considered a dick move.
And then at the end, rammed me aside and then finished ahead of me, claiming to be the superior driver. However, Evan says that whoever finishes first was gay, or at least I said that. However, I said that whoever crashes first is gay. So, As I know, he's going to be commenting on this video. Yeah, call him gay. It's all in good fun. If Evan comments on this video, I want every single one of you to insult that man. Just
Skinwalker! Skinwalker! Skinwalker!
We then headed to the Trozen training ground. While making our way over there, I saw a vanishing truck. Or at least I think I did. Once we got there, we decided it would be fun to do the entire thing with melee, so I took all of the drugs and rushed in and beat the fuck out of the Chosen and planted C4 and then got into a safe distance. I genuinely don't know what Evan did during this mission, but we blew up the training grounds. We then stumbled upon another outpost, and with more meth in my system than Emio Koivian, I grabbed my bat and started beating the shit out of all the single cultists in my area. After that, we went back to the Wolf's Den and reported our progress and got more missions. We then grabbed our heli and then went to blow up some wolf beacons. I hung from the bottom of the helicopter and shot off my hip-mounted fucking 40mm grenade launcher, and after we were done, we airdropped into yet another outpost. After promptly clearing the outpost, we kinda just messed around. Then cleared it. With the last outpost cleared, Jajo was pissed. We had reached the final level. As expected, we were summoned back with the music box.
Too late.
Don't worry, you'll be out of here soon enough. Did you think you were free?
And quickly thrown into the time trials. Expecting something fucky, I proceeded with caution. But Evan charged forward, and in the end, he killed our friend Eli, the leader of the Whitetails.
Only you could make this world seem right. Only you could make the darkness bright. Only you. Hey, only you could have gotten this close. Only you could have earned his trust. It was always only ever you. Good work. We did it. You passed your test. You made your sacrifice. But now, you're alone. And you're weak. And we know what happens to the weak. I call her. That's what I do. I'll be outside waiting for you.
Eli! What the fuck did you do? You fucking killed him! Wait! You fucking piece of shit! Weedy! You busted you! Weedy! I busted you! Wait! Weedy! It was Jacob. No! Listen to me. It was Jacob. We've seen this before. Lonnie, Parker, this is what he does. We let him win. You're fine. Well, next time I see you, just help me die. I'll kill you myself.
Hey, you gotta play that music. Oh, no. No more sissy hypno on me. I won't have it. Just say no! Sissy hypno will work on me. Literally, oh, you get a skateboard on your 6. That's all skateboard. Fuck him up. Oh,
But either way, you won't die a hero.
Well, my brother saw all this coming. I don't know if he talks to God. That doesn't matter. He was right. Humanity is once again in crisis. Doesn't matter what we build or achieve. We will always find a way. Break it.
We now need to clear out the bunker and save Pratt.
Me after breaking triple N. fucking banjo music intensifies.
The Whitetail Mountains are now free. And JoJo sends us a final message.
Has been opened. My family, my brothers, my sisters, they've been taken from me by a snake in the the garden! Took my family from me so that I could have yours. We will welcome them with open arms. Just as we will welcome you. We will be waiting for you. Where it all began.
If Jojo wants to fight, we'll fight. We're gonna go back exactly where all this shit started off in the first place, with me and Evan versus Jojo.
And when the Lamb broke the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of the martyrs, slain because of the word of God. You chose not to. In the face of God, I'm making you that offer one last time. You put down your guns. You take your friends. You leave me my flock.
We will not join him.
Every injustice and every choice reveals our sin. Sun became black, and the moon turned to blood. Your friends now see the truth. They welcome Eden's gate into their hearts. They will die for me.
That was crazy. I don't think it's over yet. Keep on your toes.
I did.
Hurry up and help me! Take him down! Take him
You
down!
don't know what you're doing! Only I can save you! You have to believe me! Forgive them, Father. They don't know what they do. When the Lamb opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven. And the seven angels before God were given seven trumpets. There were noises, thundering lightnings, and an earthquake.
Joseph Seed, you're under arrest.
And I heard a great voice from the temple say to the angels, "Go your ways, and pour from the vials the wrath of God upon the earth."
We're gonna die! We're gonna die! We're gonna die! We're gonna die!
We're already pretty far away.
Watch out!
You know what this means? It means the politicians have been silenced. It means the corporations have been erased. It means the world has been cleansed by God's righteous fire. But most of all, it means I was right. The collapse has come. The world as we know it is over. I waited so long. I waited so long for the prophecy that God whispered in my ear to be fulfilled. I prepared my family for this moment. And you took them from me. I should kill you for what you've done. But you're all I have left now. You're my family. And when the world is ready to be born anew, we will step into the light. I am your father. And you are my child. And together we will march to Eden's gate.
Thank you all so much for watching this thing I put together. I really appreciate it. A lot of time went into these videos, and I don't normally do this, but if you did like it, then, you know, please let me know. Do the whole like, comment, and subscribe sort of thing. And I really appreciate you guys watching this, and, you know, if, you know, I get enough good feedback, who knows? May come back to Hope County soon.
Ha 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 ha!